Beloved child, I am sending you blessings from my side to change your life. You didn't stumble on this message. You were summoned. Angel number 7777 isn't just a sign. It's a divine announcement. The delay is over. The lesson is complete. And now, the overflow begins. When the number 7777 appears repeatedly in your life, it's not a coincidence. It's divine confirmation. This is heaven's loudest yes. You've walked through the fire, you've passed the tests, and now the angels are gathering around you, not to warn you, but to reward you. 7777 is the number of spiritual mastery. It is the seal of completion, the mark of maturity, and the portal into prophetic fulfillment. This number does not visit lightly. It comes when you are ready to receive what you were once only being prepared for. Angel number 7777 is heaven's signature of completion. It is the seal of spiritual graduation, the mark that the chapter of endurance has ended and the season of reward has arrived. You are no longer walking in cycles of delay or confusion. The divine now calls you whole, finished, and favored. The process you went through wasn't punishment. It was purification. Type, I carry spiritual legacy if you believe you've been chosen to break cycles, restore peace, and build generational blessings. And now, the heavens are rejoicing because you have become what you were always meant to be. You are not just healed, you are whole. You are not just restored, you are reformed. This number announces that the fragments of your life are being woven into a complete, radiant purpose. It is the blessing of full circle redemption, where every wound becomes wisdom and every weight now makes sense. This is the blessing of full circle moments. The doors that once closed are now reopening with favor. The rejections you faced weren't rejections. They were redirections, divinely designed to shape your discernment. And now, God says, because you remained faithful when no one clapped, I am exalting you in front of those who once doubted. 7777 is the trumpet sound of breakthrough, and your life is the field about to harvest. If you know this word is for you, comment below. I receive my harvest. Let the heavens agree with your surrender. Spiritually, 7777 is the number of sacred elevation. The angels have watched you wrestle in silence, pray through confusion, and obey even when the path felt blurry. They have heard the prayers you whispered through tears and seen the sacrifices that no one acknowledged. This number appears to mark the moment of shift, where wisdom replaces weariness and clarity begins to pour like oil. 7777 blesses you with wisdom that cannot be taught, only lived. It arrives after long seasons of silence, trust, testing, and quiet obedience. This number confirms that you now carry a mantle of discernment. You are not who you used to be. You hear differently. You move differently. You no longer rush decisions because you trust divine timing. You no longer need loud signs because you honor the still, small voice. The blessing here is not just knowledge, it's sacred insight. You are now being entrusted with revelations, divine patterns, and insight into your life and others. God is giving you eyes that see through illusion and ears that catch even the softest nudges. You are stepping into spiritual mastery, where your life becomes a living oracle of truth. If you felt unseen, unheard, or uncelebrated in your becoming, declare, I am divinely visible without compromise. This is your appointed time. Your intuition is no longer being trained, it's being trusted. You're being promoted in the spirit because you've proven faithful in private. Now, your spirit walks ahead of your circumstances. The Lord is granting you divine vision, deeper revelation, and a seat at the table you used to pray for. Type, I walk in divine wisdom, if you're ready to be led not by fear, but by divine intelligence. Financially, 7,777 is a declaration. The drought is ending. The flow is beginning. But not just any flow. This is prophetic provision, tied to your purpose. God is not releasing wealth so you can store it. He's releasing it so you can steward it. You're being trusted with more because you've learned to do more with less. You're not chasing money. You're attracting it through alignment. The blessing now is overflow that will not corrupt your peace, influence that will not inflate your ego, and opportunities that will not distract from your destiny. It's holy gain, sustainable success, supernatural supply. Speak this aloud if your soul is ready to rest. I welcome peace into my nervous system. My new rhythm is rest. Comment below to seal that truth. The financial blessing of 7,777 is not just about wealth. It's about wealth aligned with purpose. You are not being rewarded with material gain to impress others, but to empower your calling. This is the blessing of provision that arrives with clarity. God is sending resources to your vision, not your ego. You'll find that opportunities begin to locate you, doors open without effort, and favor flows through unexpected channels. Your finances are shifting because your stewardship has matured. 7,777 is financial harvest after faithful planting. You will earn without exhaustion, multiply without manipulation, and receive without guilt. Heaven is sending provision with peace, because you are now trusted to handle abundance with holy hands. If you've sown faithfully and are now ready to receive without guilt, comment. I receive my divine provision. In your relationships, 7777 is heaven's reset. It speaks of divinely orchestrated unions, whether in love, friendships, or divine partnerships. The season of misalignment is over. You're no longer attracting what reflects your wounds. Now, you attract what reflects your healing. The blessing of 7,777 is sacred connection. People who recognize your soul before they see your status. You will no longer beg to be understood. You will be embraced without explanation. And for those who've had to walk alone, the angels say, you were never alone. We were walking with you. But now, we are bringing you your tribe. If you're believing for holy connections and kingdom-aligned love, write, I am ready for divine relationships. Emotionally, 7,777 is the breath you didn't know you needed. It is the pause after pressure, the light after labor. It's heaven saying, you're safe to exhale. No more fighting battles that don't belong to you. 7,777 is a blessing of movement after months or years of spiritual stillness. Where you felt stuck, delayed, or forgotten, this number now brings divine speed. You are not behind. You were being aligned. And now, the timelines of heaven are collapsing in your favor. What would have taken years will now take weeks. What you lost will be restored in double. What you prayed for is already forming in the unseen. This blessing is not random. It is prophetic. It is the moment when all things begin to converge, not because you forced them, but because you flowed with divine order. The angels are declaring that your time has come, and the path ahead has been cleared by the Spirit. This is acceleration with protection, promotion with preparation, speed with stability. No more carrying responsibilities that drain your joy. This number is a sacred permission to feel again, dream again, and trust again. Your nervous system is being healed. Your heart is being restored. This is emotional resurrection, and it begins now. If you feel the release even as you listen, type, "Peace is my portion." 7,777 is the final alignment before the acceleration. You are no longer in waiting. You are in activation. The signs are not warnings, they're confirmations. Your purpose is not a maybe, it's a mandate. You are not just chosen, you're ready. The angels are not circling you out of protection anymore. They're surrounding you in celebration. The lessons have ripened, the promise has matured, and now heaven is declaring, "Step forward." This is your appointed time. 7,777 is heaven's recognition of the yes you gave when no one was watching. The times you showed up with faith while trembling in fear. The sacrifices you made in silence. The decisions you honored even when they cost you comfort, people, or praise. This number is the reward of hidden obedience. It's God saying, "I saw every unseen act of integrity. I recorded every choice made in love." This blessing does not come from public applause, but from divine accounting. You're about to receive the hidden rewards for your hidden faithfulness. Expect elevation in places you were once overlooked. Expect honor in the very places you were once humbled. The tables are being turned, not through striving, but through surrender. If this message was the confirmation your spirit has been waiting for, share it. Sow the blessing into someone else's life. And if you're claiming the full release of 7,777, comment, "I step into divine completion." Like this video to anchor this word into your life. Subscribe to stay aligned with the numbers that speak from the throne of God. And remember, every delay had a divine reason. But now, everything is unfolding with divine speed. 7,777 carries the vibration of inheritance. Not just physical, but spiritual. It's a number that signals you are walking into what those before you could only dream of. You are the breaker of generational patterns. You are the intercessor of your bloodline. You are receiving wisdom, peace, favor, and clarity that your ancestors cried out for. And now, God is placing a spiritual legacy in your hands, not just for you, but for those who come after you. You will be the voice of light in your family, the restorer of vision, the anchor of peace. This is the blessing of divine entrustment. You've been chosen to carry a spiritual inheritance that will heal, build, and shift atmospheres around you wherever you go. 7,777 is a rare blessing, the spotlight that doesn't steal your soul. This number appears when heaven is ready to raise you into positions of influence, but without the cost of identity. You won't have to shrink to be accepted, nor perform to be seen. You will not lose yourself in your rise. God is giving you platforms that don't require pretense, visibility that doesn't dilute your values, favor that feels like home. You are being called forward by divine selection, not to impress, but to impact. And the blessing of 7,777 ensures that as you rise, you will not trade authenticity for applause. Your voice will carry the frequency of truth, and your presence will shift atmospheres without needing to be loud. In a world that celebrates productivity over peace, 7,777 comes as a holy reset for your nervous system. This blessing is not loud, it's deep. You are being released from chronic striving, from spiritual adrenaline, from high-functioning anxiety masked as ambition. The angels are blessing your body with calm, your mind with stillness, your spirit with safety. You will no longer live on edge. You will no longer brace for impact. The trauma cycles are ending. Peace will no longer be a visitor. It will become your baseline. You are learning how to be present without panic, to be visible without overwhelm, to be soft without fear. This is the blessing of internal quietness. So strong, the world around you no longer determines the world within you. You are not behind. You are right on prophecy. If this word entered your life at the perfect time, it's because you are not behind. You are being divinely aligned. Comment: I received the full blessing of 7,777 to anchor this word in your spirit. Like this video to activate agreement. Share it with someone walking through quiet endurance. And subscribe, because your season of hidden preparation is over. It's time to be seen by heaven and elevated on earth. You were never overlooked. You were being prepared. Now, you're walking into your anointed reward. Amen.